All right, good evening, everyone. I am here doing a new moon in Capricorn reading tonight. Now, because this is, a new moon reading in Capricorn, I decided that I'm going to do a financial reading tonight because Capricorn does embody pentacle energy, earth energy, which can signify in the tarot deck finances and money. And, earth signs are all about their pentacles, their coins, making money. Also, when it comes to Capricorns, they are the GOAT. So, they're all about perfection, being the best of the best. And they are the first zodiac of the year. So, they always say that, first is the best or whatever. But yeah. So I'm going to do a financial reading. And so I just wanted to, get some messages from Spirit on, on like what the collective can expect, during the moon, this, new moon cycle, what, can happen to you in the near future with your finances. Like if you're looking for a job, seeing if, a job offer will come to you, if your finances will improve this year or this month or whatever. Oh, even if you're like a government employee, you're probably wondering, hey, are we going to get shut down again? So I just wanted to see what, Spirit has to say during this new moon phase in this zodiac sign. So let's see what comes out. And this can also be for anyone that is a Capricorn or dealing with a Capricorn or has Capricorn in their placements. So the first card that has come out, and I'm going to do 3 cards. The first card that came out is Change. And I'm going to read it. It says, there's a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see change, you must be the change. Very powerful. I'm gonna talk more about this card in a minute, but I'm gonna try to pull 2 more cards. Thank you. Oh, nope. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. So the second card is Independent. If you're not self-employed, it may be time to have an entrepreneur mindset. Consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. You can do it. And then the third card that came out was Control. Try to be a little more flexible and allow the universe to work its magic. Don't lose out on opportunities because it didn't come in the form you wanted to. Sometimes blessings come in disguise. Stay open-minded to see the potential. Very powerful cards that have popped out. All right. So, the first card. It's very interesting because I feel like right now this is definitely signifying this time of year, which is winter. And it did snow today too, which is crazy. But anyways, so I kind of really feel like right now there is definitely a shift. There's definitely a change for you in your finances, and definitely for the better. I think you just got to be patient. Right now, in wintertime, things is all, about stillness and just waiting for your harvest, because technically the new year doesn't really start until the spring. It's not really now. So sometimes you just have to wait for your harvest to reap your harvest. So I really do feel like right now things are a little still and stagnant, but change is coming. And I think you're going to see change in the springtime once, the winter breaks. So I will definitely say, to be honest, you could probably definitely see some really positive change, probably like in April. Since this is a financial reading, I think things will definitely start to look up for you in the next Earth energy sign, which is Taurus. And Taurus are definitely about their coins as well. So I think Spirit just wants you to basically just be patient, because whatever you are waiting on, it's definitely going to come, whether it's that job offer, or you're waiting on some type of settlement, or maybe you're trying to sell a home or something and you're, waiting on that house sale or something. But I definitely feel like whatever it is, it's definitely coming, but you do have to wait. And I'm also hearing that you also got to change your mindset, because sometimes when you have a negative mindset, that also keeps you down and keeps you stuck and stagnant. If you change your mindset, things will definitely start to move in a more positive direction for you. So just keep that in mind as well. And then the second card, which is independent. So I also think that if you are like an entrepreneur, maybe something positive is about to shift in your business. Like maybe it's been, kind of slow for you right now. Because, wintertime, sometimes things can really slow down, especially like if you're like a contractor. I don't know if maybe real estate slows down too, maybe in the wintertime. I don't know if too many people are really looking for a house in the wintertime. But, I know with some businesses, sometimes things really do slow down, especially after the holidays. You could be taking a break right now. So I think right now, something could be shifting with your business. It may be slow now, but I think in the near future, like I said, when the weather starts to break and it's warmer, because he has on just a suit. You definitely can't do that right now. It's too cold for that. So I think once the weather breaks, I think something very positive is going to be happening for you. And if you don't have your own business, I think Spirit is encouraging to change your mindset and actually do it. Like stop being, scared and fearful, thinking you're going to fail. Spirit is saying change your mindset. It's time for you to be independent. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to shine. You've got this. You have the tools and the skills and the knowledge. You can do it. And then control. I also feel like if you are very controlling when it comes to like your finances or something, I think Spirit is encouraging to change your mindset on that. Like, don't be too tight with the money. Like, there's that saying where it's like, if you try to be in control too much, you start to get out of control. So I think you need to loosen up the grip on your finances. Now, you could be going through a time period right now where you're doing like a low spend or a no spend. Because right now in the winter months, I am kind of going through like a low spend. And basically a low spend is when you'll buy yourself something, but it's because you absolutely need it. Like prime example, I need more furniture in my home. So I decided that I'm going to buy myself some living room furniture. But it's just 2 pieces that I'm buying. I'm just buying a coffee table and just 1 armchair. And that's it. And I'm getting it from Wayfair because this is on a budget. So I think that Spirit wants you to not be too controlling when it comes to your finances. Like, you have to find a balance of, save some, spend some, treat yourself, don't treat yourself, buy something that you need, buy something that you want, but do it all in reason. Don't be too tight with it, because I think sometimes when it comes to finances, I think sometimes we get a little too hard on ourselves or too laser focused, and we're like, you know what, I'm not going to spend a damn dime. I'm just going to save, and don't spend nothing and just watch it grow. And that's fine. You can definitely do that. But at the same time, sometimes money is really not meant to just stay. You do, unfortunately, you have to spend it, Sometimes it's okay to treat yourself. Just don't go crazy, do things within budget and reason. But, you work so hard for your money, you should be able to spend it, So I think that's what Spirit wants you to do, is to try to loosen up that grip a little bit. Don't be too rigorous, I guess. Like, don't be too strict. It's okay every once in a while to indulge. Just don't go nuts. Just have some control, but don't be too controlling, if that makes sense. All right, so that is the reading for tonight for the new moon in Capricorn. I'm gonna get some last minute final messages. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull this because I did see someone popping up that has a business. I'm gonna give you some more messages on what Spirit wants you to do right now in this time with your business, with some guiding messages. If you are a business owner, or if you want to start your business. And this deck is really for women, but this could be for men for today also. It's the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck, Oracle deck. So, Spirit, can I get some clarifying messages on the person that I am channeling, like, that has a business or wants to start a business? Can you give us some guiding messages, some tools, some information on what this person should do? What's their next steps? What, suggestions? What should they do to get their business in a different spot or a different place? Okay. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Okay. So I have 2 cards popped up. First card is Muse. It says, take time away from the daily hustle. Give yourself quiet time in nature to muse. Create space for your creativity and fresh ideas will flow. That's funny because I feel like this kind of connects to this card of change. Because I was saying that right now, this is a time of stillness. So maybe right now, what you can do if you are a business owner is, if things are slow right now for your business, take this time to do some business planning. Reevaluate what you want to, like, basically project, like, what kind of numbers do you want to do in the near future? Like, what types of sales? Like, do you want to do some new products? Like, do you want to introduce anything new or branch out or whatever? Do you want to revamp something, redo something? Now is the time to do some business planning, and also do something creative, like maybe come up with some new marketing strategies, maybe try to reach out to a new demographic, anything like that, or just come up with creative ways to keep the customers that you have currently, keep them as your forever customers or whatever. So I think right now, Spirit wants you during this time of stillness is to, basically come up with some ideas so that when things start to pick up again, you're ready. And then the other card that was at the bottom of the deck is Elevate. It says new mindset, new results. Elevate your mindset if you want to get different results. If you keep thinking and acting the same way, nothing will change in your business, my God. So this is basically just all connected. I was basically just saying this too. Like, you need to change your mindset. So basically, I think in this new year, you need to come up with a different mindset to create new results. Because there's that saying, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, thinking that you're going to get different results, which is crazy. You can't keep doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get a different result. So I really do feel like Spirit is really encouraging you to change your mindset, because I really do feel like somebody out there that I'm channeling has a negative mindset. And if you keep thinking negatively, yes, negative things is going to come your way. You're going to have negative energy. So I think Spirit is really challenging you to really change your mindset. And the minute you do that, things are definitely going to shift for you. So I really encourage you to really change that mindset. I mean, you'd be surprised how just a negative thought can really, really, prevent you from having a really bright, positive future. So I really encourage that you will, really work on that. Because I really think you'll get really good, positive results. Excuse me. Had to take a sip. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap up this reading. Let me get some last minute messages. And this is from the Money Affirmation Oracle deck from Fire Intuition, which her name is Ashley. Please support her. She is a tarot reader. She has her own channel and she has her own spiritual online shop. She has great products, black owned and female owned. Please support. All right, so okay. Let's see. Spirit, can I get one more message, please, to close out this reading? Oh, it's actually two. It says, I am a magnet for success, and yes, you are. As soon as you change that mindset, have a positive mindset, you will attract what you need and what you are owed. Today, I commit to living my financial dreams. That's right. So, it's still early in the year. So if you have not written out any goals for this year, I really advise you to do that. And, I know sometimes people are like, I need to do this now. You don't really have to, there's really no rush into planning your year, into planning goals and what you want to achieve. Because, life is not a race, even though people make it seem like it is. You should take your time and really focus your time and energy on really coming up with a solid plan and solid goals. Because I feel like sometimes when you rush to set goals and things for the year, I feel like that's when I feel like that's the reason why people don't really achieve anything, like when they set those New Year's resolutions. Because I don't think you really sat down and really thought about and meditated on what you really want to achieve. And I think people sometimes do it because other people do it. No, you should do it because you really have some goals that you really want to achieve. And it's okay if it don't happen in 2026. Like I said, life is not a race. But for some reason, people think it is, and it's not. Life is what you make it. And that's why life is so amazing, because we all don't have the same life. That would be weird if we all was living the same life. But for some reason, people are always so busy worried about what somebody else got going on. You shouldn't give a damn what's going on with somebody else. Worry about yourself. That's another reason why I think a lot of people are so stuck and stagnant and not moving forward in life. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. Because how is that going to help you move forward in life by worrying about what somebody else is doing? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Focus on yourself. Lock in. The year is still early. It's still brand new. We're still in January. You've got plenty of time to really lock in and, really hustle and grind. And like I said, it don't all have to be done this year. Maybe you can just lay the foundation this year, and then next year you will see the fruits of your labor, because sometimes that's how it works. And I think that somebody out there, I think that's one of your problems. You do something, like say for example, you do something on Monday and you think you're supposed to see something that Friday. No, that's not how life works. Sometimes it really takes blood, sweat, and tears. Like prime example, I did like a summer internship at SSA back in 2010. I loved it. I fell in love with working at SSA when that happened. I was like, oh my God. And it was only a summer internship. So when it was over with, I basically didn't work there no more. And at the time when I did it, I was 23. And I wasn't quite done college yet, but I was on my way to being done. So I was like, man, I really want to get a permanent job at SSA. I loved it so much when I was there. And do you know, it took me damn near almost 10 years to get back into SSA as a permanent full-time employee. I did not get hired back again as a full-time permanent employee until September of 2019. It took me almost 10 damn years to get into that place. And that's a long time, but I did not give up. I kept pushing because that's what I wanted to do. So the point of my story is it don't happen overnight. People always think Rome was built in one day. It was not. Sometimes excuse my expression, sometimes things really do take a while. You just gotta have patience. And I think that's what that whole control thing was all about, and changing your mindset. You have to have patience, especially when you are a business owner. Don't nothing happen overnight being a business owner. Like, that's crazy work to think that you're going to be an overnight success. I mean, for some people that might happen, but you may think that happened for them because you didn't see the process. And that's the other thing too. People don't see the process. You know, like, I know people are probably like looking at me in my position now at SSA, and they're probably like, oh, that shit happened overnight. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That was a decade in the making. Okay? That did not happen overnight. That was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to it took a lot for me to get to where I am in life right now. It did not happen overnight. So the key to success, honestly, in my opinion, is patience. Patience. God always rewards those that are willing to work hard for what they want. Really go after what you want. You know, He does not reward people that sits on their ass. I'm sorry. God rewards people that really bust their ass to be successful and to get ahead in life. But anyways, I digress. So that is the that is the reading for tonight. I will be doing some love readings and some ancestral readings for Black History Month next month. So I will also be having a reading sale. I will be doing love readings for $14 for the whole month of February. And if you want to do like an ancestral reading as well, that'll be $14 as well. So next month, I will be literally posting a love reading every day up until Valentine's Day. And in between that, I will be doing ancestral readings also because of Black History Month. And then in the month of March, I will be doing Women's History Month readings. And that'll be leading up to spiritual healing type readings for Easter, like the Holy Week, like Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Easter, and Passover. So look out for that, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Have a good night.